Hey everybody, welcome back to Sardis Talk? No, Morning Talk with Mike. I'm getting my lives all mixed up, Paul. And that's my co-host right there. There's Paul Honeyman from England. We welcome
the grumpy old git.
That's right. So yeah, the thumbnail. That is a picture of Sardis Lake that we went to. And I'm going to tell you something. It is a beautiful lake. It is a great campground for RVs. We learned a lot from the people that work there. Asked a lot of questions, and mainly for our Mid-America in 2027. It's close to Arkansas. It's real close to Tallahassee. And Tallahassee is noted for its motorcycle trail or car trail, whatever you want to take. But a lot of motorcycles go through the mountains, through the Ozarks, through there and stuff like that. But it's just a beautiful Corps of Army Engineer lake. So we went there. We're going to talk about that today. We'll be talking about it on Wednesday also. A big part of the talk on Wednesday. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming in. I got my coffee. I got my co-host. There's Paul.
I got my coffee.
There you go, brother.
So your weekend was your shakedown. So how'd the caravan do?
It went really, really well. It pulls really well with the Jeep. We got a Jeep Grand Cherokee Overlander. It's not the top. It's right underneath the top made Jeep. It's got a 5.7 Hemi 8-banger in there. It has a tow weight. I can tow 7,200 pounds. The trailer itself is 5,100. It is a dual axle, so it distributes the weight rather well. The only thing that we noticed was the Jeep doesn't like towing things. You can just watch the gas gauge go down slowly. You know what I mean?
Oh, slowly.
I think on the flats I was getting 12 to 15 miles per gallon towing. Then on the uphills, I was getting between 5 and 6 going uphill. And of course, going downhill, I get a lot better gas mileage. I got close to like 19 going downhill, but I wasn't doing anything. We were just coasting. But it's 29 foot long. We got to the campground. We left the house around 2 o'clock. Check-in was at 2 in that park. But it only takes us an hour and 3 minutes to get there.
It's around the corner.
Yeah. So we got there. The only bad thing about it is you got to back into all the parking spot, which was easy for me. Backing is easy. I asked Terry, I said, do you want to back it in? She goes, and I was just kidding with her because we were fishing one time and I dropped her off on the bank and I said, hey, go back the trailer into the water so I can put the boat on it. Dude, I waited out there for 45 minutes to an hour watching the most comical backup show that I could ever watch in my life.
And you've never taught her how to do it, have you?
I mean, it's so simple. If it goes too far right, you steer left. Okay? The back end of your vehicle turns the trailer the opposite direction.
Mike,
that's what
simple for us.
We've been trained. Instruction I got in the Army. Okay, But I'd already backed up trailers with tractors and trucks way before that. But their instruction was, this is the simplest task in the world. And you watch your trailer. If your trailer drifts right, steer the ass end of your vehicle. Okay. And that was it. That's all they gave us.
Yeah.
But it's easier with a longer trailer than it is a shorter trailer. Okay. I'll give it that.
Yeah. Do you know the worst trailers?
So what I did was I had to bring the boat to the shore, put a tie line on my boat. I gave Terry the rope to hold the boat. And then I pulled the trailer up, pulled it in. It was in the water. And then all the waves coming in from the boats and stuff on there had planted the boat too much weight onto the shore. So then we had to do the pushing and all that stuff to get it off the shore so I could jump in it or roll into it to get it up on the trailer. So, but we got it done. But
Do you know
anyway,
the worst trailers?
huh?
Do you know the worst trailers to back up?
What's that?
A-frames.
Oh yeah.
A-frames with steering axles.
The worst trailers. A double trailer is hard to back up. That takes some skill. I learned how to back up a hay trailer, and then after I got that down, they put me in this big open field area with a double hay trailer to learn. Because learning with the regular trailer, I took out a barn door. And then so they put me out in the field, and I learned how to back up a double trailer. They said, you can't hurt anything out here. And I said, okay, last words, right? But yeah, so I backed it in there. We got it all set up within less than 20 minutes. And I said, turn on the air. Because I'm just drenched. I'm soaking wet. My empty Homestead hat is just nothing but salt all over this thing. And she goes, it clicks, but it doesn't turn on. And I'm going, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? So I took the vent cover off, and I'm looking up there. Everything's fine. The fuse is fine up in there. The fuse down on the fuse box is good. I'm going, what? And she goes, did you click the power? And I'm going, yeah. On the panel up here is all the gauges that tell you your water levels, battery levels, and then your switches for your auxiliary lights and your outlets and all that stuff is up there. So I said, yeah. She goes, I don't know. I said, man, I got to get out of here because it's cooler outside at 105 degrees than it was inside that trailer, right? And the dogs are looking at us because we got them outside on the pavilion. They got a lead line so they can get into the grass and do their business and stuff. But I'm going, wow. I said, this can't be right. I go over there and check. I said, I know I put the power in correctly, and I went over there to the box, and it's a 30 amp. There's no 30 and 50. It's just 30 at this one site that we chose. And I lift it up and I go, oh crap. I see the thing on the outside. It says, ensure all switches are in the off position when you disconnect. So I look up like this and I go, oh crap. Turn on the master power, turn on the switch for the 30 amp. All of a sudden the air conditioner kicked on and Terry goes, what did you do?
And of course Mike goes, I didn't do nothing.
I said, I went in there and I said, I flipped the switch. And she looked at me. She goes, didn't I ask you if you flipped the switch? I said, I thought you meant up here on the thing. She goes, oh dear God. So she made me set up everything outside while she stayed in there with the air conditioning.
That woman needs to be sainted.
Well, hey, lessons learned, right? It's our first trip out with the travel trailer. I mean, we've rented travel trailers in the past and stuff like that. But yeah. And then the other part was, which went really well, is they have a shower house there. And it was like maybe 50 yards from our camping area. It's got the toilets and all that on one side. Then you go into the second part, and there's the shower rooms that they have. Really nice.
50 yards from your area means you have to cover up before you go.
Yeah. So we got a rule, even when we were renting, if there's a bathroom there, you do number one in the trailer, but number two
in the bathroom.
At all costs, go to the bathroom, right? So no problem. It's really close in proximity. And then we got done. And of course, everything's brand new, that we got with the travel trailer. When we went to Camping World and we bought the travel trailer, they threw the hitch in with the sway bars, and that's like $390, $400. So I'm sure it's in the price because they jacked their prices up by 40% from cost. So they got room to play, and you think you're getting a great deal, right? So they did that. All the sewer stuff they threw in, the Blackstone, the table for the Blackstone they threw in. They threw in the pressure gauges. They threw in a case of water filters to hook up for your water. And we don't drink the water, even though it goes through the purification thing. We use bottled water for that. But I think one of the lessons learned in what I was reading is that you always put a pigtail on the faucet, and they're about yay long. And then you screw your water filter into that, and then you put in your 30 psi gauge. You screw that into the water filter, and then you put your hose. Because I've seen a lot of people just put the gauge on first, but what you're doing is you're putting minerals and calcium deposits and all that stuff into your gauge, and your gauge can go bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you put it on after the filter, so it filters all that stuff out before it hits your gauge, and then you plug it into your city water connector. And it holds 35 gallons. So we went to, when we were getting ready to leave, of course, you dump your black water first, leave it open, and hit your gray water, and it flushes and cleans your hose out and all that. But we use the travel trailer toilet paper. And so you put your tabs in your toilet. And it said the ones we got and it's a 35 gallon black water. So it says throw one of these tabs in, threw it in there. And when that stuff came out, it was freaking bright blue, and it came out. So everything really, except for me screwing up and not turning on the master switch for the power, everything went great. One thing that I did was I hooked up my travel trailer, but I didn't put the surge protector on. I didn't even know I had one in there, and I'm cleaning out this cubby hole where they put all this stuff in there. chalk blocks. We have chalk blocks. They're made out of metal, and it looks like, the old jacks you go like this and jack your vehicle up with, but it has two flat things, and they're curved like this, and you put it between your wheels, and then you take a drill on the nut on the top, and it opens up and it locks your wheels in. Great invention. The travel trailer didn't even freaking move. So
we didn't have them when I was caravanning.
Yeah, dude, they're an absolute must, because messing with chalk blocks and all that other crap. And we did learn that our ground here at the house, nothing's level. Now I know why people put up those shades, because our next thing is we want to buy one of those big shade things so you can back your travel trailer into it, so that the sun doesn't really destroy your roof.
Yeah.
And people don't know this, but you should have your roof checked every year. And when we bought the travel trailer, we get 2 years. We can bring it in after a year, and they'll go through the whole travel trailer, making sure everything's done as part of the purchase. And then they will inspect your roof, and they will do a seal on your roof. It's a spray. They tape all the necessary things up, like your air conditioning and all that stuff. And then they'll spray your roof with a sealant that's UV protected for your roof. Because roofs are like one of the first things that dry out, being baked. That's why you see all these people, they have those things to prolong their life of their roof, because once you have to pay for it, it gets pretty expensive. And nobody wants to be on the roof and you're rolling the stuff on with a roller, So
I used to carry 4 6x2s, 12 inches long, or a foot long, and four 4x4s, the same length. And they were the first things to come out of the caravan and the last thing to go back in.
Right.
That was for me jacking points.
Yeah, caravan, travel trailer, whatever. So you guys know we're talking about the same thing. Take a lot of work. You got to take care of your investment. That's a $30,000 travel trailer, and it is. You can't neglect it. Number one, the resale value on travel trailers
Terry.
Are the worst. They are the worst. They just, as soon as you drive it off the lot, you can take $7,000 and right away when you just drive off the lot.
You're going to let your wife go to see the doctor in her pajamas?
Yeah.
Not pajamas.
Just kidding, Trina.
I told you telling me to flip the switch, and I didn't flip the master switch.
What you failed to tell them, that I was sitting in there in the floor trying to figure out if we'd blown a fuse, and I'm sitting there pulling fuses and putting new fuses in.
And then he flips the switch.
Yeah. And I was so through everything. Like, everything I had on was just soaking.
Dude, her bra looked like a bathing suit top. It was soaking wet. Hey, the girls still have life in them. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, Linda. Hi, Christy. Hi, Tina.
Hey, well, you know what we failed to do is say hello to everybody.
No, that's what you failed to do, because you're the one who went off on a rant.
Well, you're supposed to call me out on this stuff.
When you go off on a rant, I've seen you with Terry. Even Terry can't shut you up.
No.
So don't you ever blame her.
Yeah. Hey, and there's Bo's RV life. Bo knows RVs.
Yeah. He's been in here for about 20 minutes.
All right.
I'm out.
He's going to the doctor.
Have a good day, everyone.
Yeah. So one of the good things is Me and Bo need to become really good friends.
What's your wallet, Bo?
Even though I've rented travel trailers in businesses that I used to run, doesn't make me an expert in anything. And you learn best by your mistakes. I truly believe that. But Bo, I really need a RV friend that I can go, hey Bo, blah 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 blah, and then he'll probably be on the other end. He goes, what a moron! Just do this. Okay, got it. So me and Bo need to become friends. Okay. Because there's a big learning curve.
There is.
There is a big learning curve.
People don't realize it when you start towing something that big. It's not just when you get to the campground. It's when you're on the road.
Yeah.
It's a completely different thing.
Yeah. Absolutely correct.
I mean, mine was a 28-foot one.
Yeah.
But from tow hitch to back bumper, she was 32 feet.
Yeah. So, I mean, we rented travel trailers and we just rented them, we used them, we turned it in. If there was something wrong, that's their problem, right? But now that it's mine, it's my problem. And there's our good friend, Tony, at our cabin in the woods.
Hey, how's it going?
He owns a big old travel trailer. We're finding out, Tony, that our travel trailer, I wish it was a little bit bigger when you put 2 dogs in it. Bigger is better. You know what I mean?
My wife, Angie, says, well, maybe we should get a smaller camper next time. I'll turn around and look as I put it them 2. I said, what are you, nuts? Where are we going to stand?
Yeah.
Ours is a 29-foot. Everybody in chat, I've seen saying
how many pullouts do you have on yours?
Just the one.
Okay. It's rather large in the living room.
Yeah, it's the kitchen moves out, and then there's a like a little love sofa. That's part of it that moves out.
So our dining area moves out, and the kitchen stays put. Yours is just the opposite.
Right.
Yeah. I do like the 15-volt system that we have in ours. Everything is 15 volts, everything, except for the oven. You have to have, you have to be plugged in for the convection oven, the microwave, and all that kind of stuff. Or if you plug in a crock pot, that 15-volt system ain't supporting no damn crock pot. Okay.
Well, here's the deal. We've learned we can run a crock pot, but we can't run. Bye, Terry. We can't run other stuff. Like we lived in a camper for 9 months when we built this house, so we knew what we can do.
Yeah.
When Angie would get ready for work, she'd have all her curling irons and her blowers and everything. We literally had to shut the camper down so it wouldn't blow a breaker.
Yeah.
If it's heat of the summer, we got the AC running because you can only run the AC when you're plugged into main line unless you have a 30-amp service.
Right.
And when Angie would go, even if she was like to use the toaster, we always feared that with the AC, a toaster would even cause it to blow. So we just got a habit of just shut the AC down, do what we got to do, and go back to AC again. Yeah. But we've learned we no longer trip breakers.
Well, here's what I learned. If you go to Camping World, they have one of the biggest stores for RV enthusiasts, if you will. And they make a toaster. Okay. They make a hair dryer. Okay. For RVs and stuff like that. They make everything that you can replace from your kitchen. But
definitely.
It's more, if you buy a toaster from them, it'll cost you almost 3 times what a toaster costs.
That's why we just push the AC off.
You push the AC off.
Now, one thing we did learn.
We toasted our toast on the Blackstone.
Okay. What we put in the camper was, you know, those little tiny mini fans, like they're like a steel grate. We would put one in the camper during the summer, and it was always either on the floor for the dogs with the AC or on the kitchen counter. But another thing that we did in our shower, we have a skylight.
Yeah, we got one too.
Okay, well, I did away. Well, the skylight's there, but it got so hot in that room that I ended up finding, I can't remember, it's 2 pieces of foam, maybe 2 inches thick each. I doubled them up, glued them together, and then I carved it out to fit right in that light.
Yeah.
And that light completely is a world of difference going, blocking that skylight out.
Oh, I believe that.
Now, and also in all the doors, we've got that double bubble wrap, silver on the windows.
Uh-huh.
So it keeps the heat, you know, keeps the cool in and keeps the sunlight out.
Right.
And then on the skylights that you turn, we've actually got those little doors that go up there. During the summer, we don't use none of that because it get too much heat is lost. Camper's not that insulated.
Right.
So
Well, yeah.
So
I will tell you that when we were looking for travel trailers, my first thing I do is I walk into the bathroom and I stand in the shower to see if I can stand in the shower. Back scratcher.
Yeah.
This one has a pretty large dome, and although I'm not all the way in the dome, I can stand up in the shower and I can take a shower in it. So
You mean your dome's in the dome?
yeah, and that was a key because if you get in one and it didn't have the dome, I couldn't. I was like this in the showers, and
Right.
but I've got to be able to stand in the shower.
now in mine, because my head, I'm only 5'10". When you're standing in the tub in the shower, your head is hitting that foam I put up there. So I take that out when I get in the shower and I put it right back in after. And it just, I'll never get one that has a skylight. And they actually will crack and break real easy after like 2 years, 3 years.
Right.
And you got to go have another one put in for $300.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why we used to throw a tarp over our caravans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I will tell you that you and Angie would love Sardis Lake. Really pet friendly, really good accommodations. The only thing that they don't have there, because each campground inside the park is out on a peninsula, so you have water, you've got everything. We reserved our spot blind. And so she goes, oh, this looks like a good one, you know, because we wanted to take the dogs, get the dogs used to, you know, the travel trailer going up and down metal steps, all that stuff. And all Loki wanted to do was come home. Okay. And Freya just wanted to go on car rides. And it was, so getting dogs used to that life and, you know, not as much space as in the house and stuff like that, it takes some time. Now, we will not be taking them when we do the meetup because we're going to be too busy.
Yeah.
And we'll put them in the kennel during that time. They're lone dogs, really. All they know is each other. We live out in the country. We don't have a lot of visitors. So Freya loses her mind when she just sees people drive down the road. But I think you guys would like it. We did find where the perfect camping sites were. So when we come back to that lake, we know we want that campsite.
Right.
Because it is perfect. It's on the end of the peninsula. It's perfectly flat. It's got the water, the electric. It's got a picnic table with a awning built over it. And it's right there. And you see the sunset every evening. And it's just the perfect trees on both sides, big mature trees that they trim up so you don't hit them and stuff like that. And it's shade all day long. on your travel trailer. So we know which one we're going to reserve next time we go. But you guys would love that park.
Yeah, we did do something for the dogs. Coda's not too bad, but Willow with her hips.
Yeah,
we bought a ramp. And it's a fold-out ramp that has it folds out 4 layers, and we put it at our back door where the bathroom is.
right.
And it stays there. And now, because Willow would always not be able to jump, and she hit her legs, and then you hear her cry, and she wouldn't function that well.
Right.
So we got this ramp, and it has like a fiber pad on all 4 layers. It works great. We should have bought it years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill, I made a mistake. I seen that comment. If I said 5'2", I meant 5'10".
No, you said 5'10".
You said 5'10".
Okay, well, I seen that. I was like, man, I said 5'2". Wow.
He must think you're Auntie Anne.
Yeah, I don't know.
But even she's not 5 foot.
So on that ramp, did you had to take, were there stairs there before?
Yeah, it just lays right on the stair. Where it the top part, it actually had it goes up. It has like a step that lays flat,
Yeah.
and then there's a hook that you can hook onto it if it falls off. Well, we had it there all weekend, and I think I checked it once, and it doesn't even move.
Yeah.
So, but the stairs go up, they unfold. I'm going to say when it's folded up, it's about I think it's 2 foot wide by 1.5 feet or something. It weighs, I think, like 30 pounds when it's folded up.
Yeah.
And it unfolds, and it's supposed to be able to hold, I think, I don't even remember now, maybe 150 or 200 pounds.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. I mean, I like it. And
Where'd you buy that?
Angie got it. I think she bought it maybe on Amazon. I'd have to get Angie if you're interested. I'll tell her to find it and get the link to it.
Well, our husky has a depth perception problem. I don't know if that's common. He doesn't like the light wood floor in the RV. Hates it because he can't see it.
Right.
So he's like he's somebody drunk trying to walk, because he can't see it because it's so light. So she has a welcome rug that's deeper in color, and he will not leave that welcome mat at the door because he can actually see it.
Right.
She moved it over there by the table, and he could see it, and he walked over. Then he laid there because he can actually see what he's laying on. So he's got some kind of depth perception issue that he's
That's unusual.
Yeah.
Huskies are used to light surfaces. I mean, most of them spend most of the time in snow.
And he hates snow. It's like he goes outside and the snow surprises him.
Yeah.
Because it's white and he didn't see whatever going on.
Right.
Freya, she don't care. She can run up a flight of stairs in the house when she knows if she thinks nobody's in the house, like we go outside, she likes going out to the top of the house because she can look out the door and see us in the back. And then you can hear her run because she's 92 pounds of, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling dog. But yeah, it's Loki's. He's kind of a weird bird.
I just sent you a short I did on the Willow going down that ramp. I did a short on it.
Okay.
Send to your phone.
Hey, Rebecca Touch by Yarn. How are you doing? I know you were in here early, one of the first in here, because I seen Paul saying hello to you. There's Tamara at Heartland Headquarters with Dink and Tank. Linda Peterson. Again, there's Bo. There's Jennifer Ocean Homestead. Hello, hello. Miss Arlene. Lazy Days Ahead. Jesse and Lisa. There's Charlene Grady. There's Merns Pacquiao. saying Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Leela and Layla, good morning to you also. There's Shane Raza. Like sex in here. There's Therese TV. Welcome in. Rainy Ridge. Crystal's Adventure. There's Myra Garcia. Welcome in. We started talking about this and I forgot about everything. And I apologize for that. But let's see. Hit the thumbs up. Linda Peterson saying, yes, indeed. Thank you for that. Tuesday with Joy. Welcome in.
Janae.
Janae.
Mike, did you buy that camper new?
Bought it brand new, yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off saying hi to everybody. I just thought about this. Make sure you tighten up your lug nuts, torque them.
Yeah.
You're supposed to torque them like after 50 miles, 100 miles, and I think 200, then you should be good.
Yeah. I will tell you that we found out that our ground here is not level. You know, and
big shock.
Well, when everything moves when it's not supposed to, or you don't think it is, because your wheels will find the lowest part to settle.
Oh yeah.
And that's a problem. Now I know why people, like I say, they put the awnings in, and then they either put gravel or concrete and it's level.
Yeah.
So when you bring it in, it's on level ground. But here, chickens make holes and the ground impression, you know, settling.
Buy yourself a 8-foot or 10-foot 2x8 or 2x12 and half, and just set it. Ooh, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I see you.
My screen is totally dead.
Yeah, we see you.
Anyway, there it goes. It's back. That's weird. I even though I'm standing on gravel and it's level, I have 2x12s, I believe is what it is, that I drive on, I back onto, so the tires are always on something flat, or, you know, no rocks or solid, whatever it is. Yeah. But in that way, you get rid of your bumps and you just stay flat all the time. Yeah. Make sure it's pressure treated.
But
Tina needs to stop sitting everywhere.
Yeah, it's going to be. I'm going to be ordering in some chat. I got this area that I want to put this awning in. I'm thinking that we'll put the awning in first, and they'll anchor it. They put these big screw things into the earth, and then they bolt it to the frame.
Yeah.
The company that we have in the local area. So we're going to do that. And then I'll order chat and get that, because they'll put the thing in flat. It'll be level.
Mm-hmm.
And I can just backfill that whole area with chat. That way I know it's flat and I can back into it and there's no problems. It's just that our ground is so uneven that, not thinking, I put the levelers underneath the wheels, backed over them so it'll be level and everything. Good to go. Put the front down. Got it up off the trailer. I said, hey, everything looks good, right? Put down the legs, put the little rubber thing underneath there to stabilize everything. Put the ladder down, try to step into it. It rolls backwards. I said, so my stabilizing jacks are down. Now, instead of down, they're all curved to the front.
Oh, no.
I said, oh, crap. So I said, I got my drill out, and I'm trying to get them in. the back ones won't come in. I go to the front one and the front one, but only on one side did it really bend. And I got on the other one, the front one, and it went up. But the rod's a little bent in there, the screw rod. And so once I did that, I lowered the front end of when I got the front ones up, I lowered the front end, and I finally got the back ones. But the back one on the passenger side, when you hit it with the drill, it's so bent that it goes.
Oh no!
I said, "Crap! I'm gonna have to replace that one." And so I told her, I said, "We got to do something. This ground." I mean,
you need to get wheelchucks. Put wheelchucks in there.
We did.
No,
it rolled right over them.
Oh no! Wow.
In fact, I have that wheelchuck that goes between the wheels.
Yeah.
And it locks the wheels in place. It rolled.
No way.
And I'm going like, what the hell? And again, guys, things that you learn over time, which most people won't talk about, but I have to talk about it because Terrie will bring the crap up on Wednesday nights. Just saying. She's going to bring it up. You know she is.
Yep.
Okay.
She loves to throw Mike under the bus.
We got done filming yesterday when we rolled in. She got out and I brought the trailer in, backed it in. She was filming and stuff. And we got done and I said, "Hey, I need to close out this video. Where's my phone?" She goes, "I don't know where your phone is." So I'm searching the house. I go out to the car, don't see it. Go into the travel trailer, don't see it. I'm going, what the heck? And then I go back in there and I'm just like going, I have went into the shop and I'm just flowing with water. And a little perturbed that I can't find my phone because I wanted to close out the dang video, right? And she goes, "Oh, wait." Because I have it on a stick. She goes, "I put it in the storage cubby." Well, I have been throwing everything back into the storage cubby.
Oh no. It's back there.
And I go, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "I put it in the storage cubby because you wanted me to do this and the trailer rolled back and I just stuck it in there." So I go in there. If it was heavy, it was sitting on top of my phone. I had to take everything out. I found my phone, but the good thing was the front of the phone was on, it's like a felt floor.
Yeah.
It was sitting on the floor, but I had the black stone on top of it. I had all kinds of stuff in there.
You're going to say that the screen was cracked.
No. I got the thing out. I go back in the house. I cool off a little bit. I get a hand towel. I'm wiping my face and everything. I go back outside and I finish the video. And I told Terrie, she goes, "Well, I'm not doing the video today." I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. And she goes, "And I'll try to get the video up." Because she won't teach me how to do all the editing.
Oh, man.
She uses some kind of 360 something. I don't know what it is. Because she got tired of the other ones and they kept updating it and changing it every time they update it. It goes a different way. But
me and computers don't get along at all. Now, yeah, I do videos and I am the one who does the editing, but I do not know how to do a thumbnail. I mean, I've watched videos. I'm actually editing a video now with my first thumbnail. Well, no, I did one yesterday.
Are you using Canva?
No. I don't know how to transfer from here to here. I don't get this stuff. I use Filmora, and Filmora Filmora updated has a new deal for doing thumbnails. I'm trying that first.
Yeah.
And then, we
we found out about Canva And dude, it is the easiest thing to use. I mean, you can just find a picture somewhere and you can just make it your background. And it has all this stuff that you can pull down that's internal, or you can bring in, well, I don't want that, but I want to get a picture of a squirrel. And you can bring that picture in, remove the background, and keep the squirrel, and you can set the squirrel in. You can do all kinds of stuff. Canva is so easy. I can do it. I do all my Sardis Talk TV thumbnails. I do the morning talk with Mike thumbnails, and Terry does the thumbnails for the channel.
See,
it's easy. Oh, it's awesome.
My brain just doesn't compute when it says, put it in such and such file, or where to find it. Like, where's that at? Mike, when I mess my computer up, my kids have to come an hour drive to come push one button to fix what I did wrong, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Angie tells me I'm push button happy. Leave Nikes alone.
Yeah. Hey, Rice Lewis, how you doing? The Rainy Ridge?
Rainy, yeah. I see you, team.
Yeah. But I will tell you that in Canva, you can do thumbnails.
Yeah.
You can do flyers. You can do internet posts.
Hey, Tamara.
You can make logos. Great logo maker in Canva.
Please do, Jesse.
Mike could do with that as well.
Thumbnails. No, I'm really good at the thumbnails. I like doing them. I love doing thumbnails.
It just doesn't compute in my head. I just need to.
Well,
I need time to do it, and that's the thing. And I'm going to have time right now because I'm down for the couch for a little bit. My knee
worked on?
No, it's going to do it after we come back from have the replacement done after we come back on a trip. But my right wrist flared up, and that's from when Coda flipped it backwards.
Yeah.
And when that happens, I'm usually down for a couple of weeks.
Right.
And then last week I didn't spray DEET because I don't wear jeans, and I went and cut the grass, and my whole left leg from a heel up to my top of my leg is ate up with chiggers. I've only taken my first bleach bath, which is perfect. Now I need to take another one 6 days after, which is Tuesday.
Tony, listen here. I'm going to tell you this, all right, from father to son. Get you some clear nail polish.
Uh-huh.
And everywhere you see a bug bite from a chigger, you just put a dab of that on it and let it dry.
Here's the deal. I need to use a paintbrush. I have probably got 200 bites on my leg.
Well, then paintbrush it with clear nail polish sealer, that stuff.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. I had a farm in Missouri, and chiggers.
160 acres.
Chiggers were the worst in the world.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you something. When this old lady down the road, she goes, "What's wrong with your legs?" I said, "Chiggers." She goes, "Get in here." She said, "Hike your leg up here." And she took that and she just dabbed it on each one of them. It took her about 15 minutes because I was ate up.
Yeah.
And the itching stopped. They suffocate, they die, and they just dissolve. Other than that, you're going to be scratching the crap out of them. Then they get infected, and it just gets worse and worse and worse.
Sounds like a wife.
Yeah. Worse. It's worser. Jesse, I've seen you on Scott's live harassing him.
Me? Harass Scott?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
No, I'm his fact checker. I'm gonna make sure I keep him in check because he likes to.
Oh, you're his Terry.
Yes, I'm his Terry. You might say that.
She'll call me out in a heartbeat.
I'm telling you. No,
I can say 2,
I know.
and she'll correct me. She goes, "No, it's actually 3." Does it really matter?
Yeah, I know. Lisa does that to me too. Is it really? We had about 8 foot. No, it was 6'5". Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But anyway, I come up here to tell Tony, there's hope for you, Bubba. There's hope.
I know there's hope
for you, because if you get Canva, like Mike is telling you, because I use Canva myself, they have this new feature. Okay, it's idiot proof, and I'm not calling you an idiot. I'm just saying it's idiot proof.
Oh, I call myself an idiot.
It's called AI. When you open up, first thing is you click on that AI. You can make all your thumbnails using AI. I've made several thumbnails using AI. You just click on that AI, and you got like 500 chances to do it. Ooh. You tell it, I want a thumbnail with me holding a pig, or I want a thumbnail of a guy holding a pig walking down the street. Or you tell exactly what, and it'll pull up. It'll make a thumbnail for you. And if you don't, and it usually does it in 4s. So if you don't like any one of them 4, you click it again, and it'll give you 4 more. Well, you got like 500 chances to do it.
Right.
And then you just pick whichever one you want. You could add some text to it or not, or whatever. Like Mike said,
what version? Is there several different versions you buy into? What version, or is it just all one, or that's all
one? No, you either use the free one or you use the paid. The paid just gives you a little bit more pictures, basically, or more features.
Right.
You can use the free version, but the AI is the best thing that they've come up with on Canva.
Yeah.
I'm going to be probably the next. I'll probably even mess with it today, because I've got to figure it out, and I need to change what I'm doing. But the big thing is I don't know how to, when it's on Canva, just saying Canva, how do I get it to my video? I'm not that smart.
Well, when you save in Canva, it's putting a copy of it in your downloads. Okay?
Yeah.
So you have a copy of it in your downloads. When you save it, it'll ask you, you'll hit save, and then it'll say, do you want it to keep it as a ping, or you want to save it as a JPEG? If you're putting it on your computer, you want it to be in a JPEG. So you click JPEG, then you go 100% resolution. It's a slide bar. Take it over to 100%, and then you go down there and you hit download. Once you see it download, it'll give you a signature at the top that it put it in your downloads also, besides saving it on Canva, because you can go back to it if you need to update or something changed, and it'll save it again, but it'll be like number 1, then number 2, whatever you do in your downloads. That's the other
good thing about Canva. Whenever you're working on a project, and let's say you get called away or whatever, and you leave, you shut down Canva, it always saves your work for you. You don't have to sit there and worry about it. It'll auto save it. When you come back in, you click on it, it's right there again.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, and all I do is up at the top right hand corner, it'll say share. I share it, I download it, and it goes right to my download files.
Yep.
PNG or JPEG, whichever way you want it. And then you just pull it up out of your download file on your I don't know if you use a Mac or PC, but wherever it downloads to. And then when you open up your editing software, you just pull it in from wherever you have it saved, either downloads or maybe you have it on a file.
Exactly. I'm so glad I'm bold.
It's so simple. I mean, Canva's so simple. Even Mike can do it.
Yeah.
And if Mike can do it, anybody can do it.
I know he's making a joke, but he's absolutely correct.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. And there's a ton of videos on Canva. I mean, in YouTube.
And then I will tell you, if you're having problems with titles to your videos, you can use Meta, and Terrie uses it, and she'll just write in there all the stuff that's within the video, and it comes up with like 100, 200 freaking titles that you can use for your titles, and one of them's going to fit. Right. And she uses that because you're sitting there, hey, what are we going to call this? And she goes, well, hang on. She goes, and she starts reading off the titles. I said, where are you getting this? And she goes, Meta gave it to me. Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, I try to upload or whatever you do to get TubeBuddy, and it says it's on my computer on my YouTube. I can't find it. I've searched for it, and that's just the way it is with me. I upload it and it's never where it's supposed to be. Don't have a clue. You know, I don't know. I'm lucky I can edit. Let's just say that much.
Oh my.
Yeah,
goodness.
I mean, you know what? It takes everybody uses so many different editing tools on YouTube. But sooner or later, you're going to find one that it fits you. And I think it's a person's learning curve that they stick to a certain thing. Like there's people I know that's still on iMovie, and they've done it and they've been on it for 5-6 years, and they do everything on their phone. I can't do stuff like that on my phone. I've got it on a PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started on editing on my phone, and I had to get away from that. It was just driving me crazy.
Yeah. So, but hey, anytime you guys want to come down for the weekend and visit, or we come up to visit you, then Terrie's right there, and she'll show you. She's not one of those that dicks around. Sorry about that, people. She will get straight to the point and show you. Now, she can't teach me because she gets aggravated. Okay?
I wonder why.
And here's a clue to a happy marriage.
Yep.
Men should never teach their wife to do nothing.
Oh, no.
Don't teach them how to drive. Don't teach them how to shoot. Don't teach them nothing. It always
Unless they ask for.
Now, you may have that one person in your life. You say, well, my husband teaches me everything. Really? Does he really? Or is he teaching you the way he wants you to do it?
Exactly.
Okay? Always find someone else to come in and teach your spouse, whether it's male or female. Terrie can't teach. She gets aggravated right off the get-go because she goes, I've got the working knowledge, and I ask too many questions, and I question everything she does.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the kid, but why? But why? She goes, I don't know why. I go, oh, lesson over.
Hey, Mike, we know Angie's going to have to get another car soon. She's a Chevy guy. I'm a Ford man. But I know every one of the new cars, they all terrible.
So,
Yeah, look, I didn't want to say it, trying to be nice. They all are. And Angie's saying, well, I was looking at this car. I said, tell you what, don't even ask me one question. And I'm telling you, you do not buy a Ford, period. I don't want you buying it. You buy what you want because you are the one that's going to take that thing into the shop. I ain't doing it. And I don't want to hear what went bad on it.
I will tell you, and this is, I was a Ford man my whole life.
Yep.
And then I went to Dodge. And I like the pulling of a Dodge better than I do any of the other trucks. Okay, that Cummins, I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
However, when it came to a car or an SUV, I will tell you that my mind was changed on Jeep. After the first year owning the Jeep that we've got, it is probably one of the best made vehicles I've ever driven in my life is a Jeep. Okay. Well, it's got a 5.7 Hemi in it. And it tows 7,200 pounds. It's got the whole tow package. It's got everything. It cost $54,000 brand new, but we bought it overseas. We didn't have no taxes or nothing like that. I will tell you, I mean, it pulls everything that a half-ton truck can pull easy. It's got 88,000 miles on it. It has never been in the shop, not one day.
Well, you take good care of it. My son works at the largest used car dealer for Oklahoma. He's actually the main technician. And what they do is it's a used car lot, so they buy all the dealers will send some of their a lot of the cars that they don't want to fix to these auctions. Well, their dealer buys all these cars. Chris, he's the one that redoes. He handles all the motor work, and he says it's just not one manufacturer. He says it's every one of them.
Oh yeah,
they're trying to squeeze so much out of these small motors that it's any one of them. The pistons are burning up, valves are dropping all the time, lifters and camshafts are going out all the time. There's nothing safe. I mean, he tells me. I walked in a shop. In his shop of the building, he has 8 stalls, 8 lifts. So they bring in all these cars to him to fix a motor or build it. And so he's always got all these different ones in here. And I say, which one's the better of all of them? He looked at me and says, none of them. He says, if it wasn't for all this, I wouldn't even have a job. I am so busy. They at first used to put in used motors with low miles, but in the way they warranty out, it's 100%, I think, warranted for 3 years or 4 years, used car.
Yeah.
But the motors would actually go bad. So he now is building every motor that's almost brand new all over again, straight through, and going through every one of them. And he's really good what he's doing. Right. But I told her, I mean, he's told her, and you know, I'm not touching that button about a new car. I ain't doing it. Well, I'm going to say a lot of it is valve train. A lot of it's valve train.
Yeah. But I will tell you that I was so impressed with the Jeep that we bought. And I mean, we drove it hard. I mean, cross country, we drove it hard. It's a 2019. Just getting ready to hit almost 90,000 miles. And that's why when we got rid of Terrie's BMW, I'll never buy another German car. I don't give a crap what it is. Because if they
run the wrong German brand,
right, to get any warranty work, you got to go all the way to Tulsa every time. And if it breaks down, I'm not paying the towing bill to Tulsa to get it done. But it did go to a good home. There is a college student in Como, Columbia, Missouri, that is driving it back and forth to school. His dad's a mechanic. His grandfather's a mechanic. They drove all the way here and picked it up. We signed over the title to it, and we said, and come to find out what everybody said that was wrong with the thing, the one mechanic said here that says foreign imports, blah, blah, blah. Mechanic, engine's blown. Hey, $9,000, I can put another motor in it for you. Blah, blah, blah. The car wasn't worth that. Body was perfect. The guy said it needed a new timing belt. Runs like a champ now. So, I mean, he had the facilities to do it, and he gave it, and he so happens to be Terrie's cousin. Him and his dad fixed it, gave it to his son going to Mizzou, and he's driving it back and forth to college now. He's driving a 528 BMW back and forth school. He goes, it runs 28 miles to the gallon. He said, I'm loving it. So
when you came up with that saying you're giving that thing away, I called my son. I said, hey, got a friend that's giving away a BMW such and such. You want that? And all I heard was a click. That's all I heard. Never heard another word. And I knew what that meant. But
that's the AI version of no.
Exactly.
Like I said, I was so impressed with the Jeep and everything about it that when Terrie got rid of her BMW, we went out and the only thing that she wanted was a Jeep. So we're a 2 Jeep family. And I'm going to tell you something. Hers, I mean, she's going to take it down to the coast. She's going down to Padre Island. I think she leaves Thursday. So she's going down, picking up Brittany, taking my granddaughter for her birthday present down to South Padre Island. They're going to go to SeaWorld. They're going to go all kinds of stuff down there on the coast. So that's where they're going for the week. And then she'll be back up here. So I'll be home alone, doing thumbnails and doing whatever. I have no idea.
Keep your transmission serviced. I can say that right now.
That's right. When I go in,
all these bloody things,
and I could change the oil, but I can afford oil. Oil jobs are expensive, guys. But yeah. I take it in just for the warranty part of it, and I'm used to it. Every 5,000 miles, I'm changing the oil in my Jeep and her car, and we get it all done, serviced, and we check all the fluids throughout the whole thing.
So, Mike, let me ask you a question, because you have a Jeep, right? My Jeep, you can't check the transmission. It doesn't give you a dipstick.
No, it does, they don't.
They have to remove the bolt. They remove the bolt, and what the guy did with me, he has this flexible measuring thing, and he puts it in there, and he goes down, he pulls it back out, he goes, "You're still good." And
that's what I hate about the Jeep.
Of the oil. He has these little test things.
They all do that.
He has these little test strips, and he puts the fluid on there, and it tells you it turns a color or whatever.
Yeah,
and it tells you it's perfectly fine. So
you can do the same thing with your finger. Just it's still good.
Yeah,
it doesn't taste like strawberry jam.
No, it don't taste like nothing.
I usually use a white paper towel. I take a drip, hit that. If it goes, if it's not pink or reddish, I service it.
Yeah.
Don't do that with your trees.
I've had to change out the alternator on the Jeep, and those things are not cheap anymore. You can go to AutoZone and get them for $80.
Yeah,
they're like $400 now, Bubba.
Yep,
they're expensive.
Yep, and I'll tell you, other than the body work, that when the tree branch fell and landed on the Jeep, that vehicle, other than getting an oil change, I rotate the tires when I do that. Yeah. And now we're good customers over here at Patriot GMC Jeep. Terry goes in there, they don't charge her for crap no more. Because they want us back to buy our next vehicle. And we told them, I know the owner of it, because when they gave me the price on Terry's car, I said, wait a minute. I told you I didn't want to spend over 30 grand on a used car. It's not going to have more than 25,000 miles on it. And I'm going to walk out this door with everything under $30,000. They brought me the paperwork, and I'm going, what's this $34,000 thing? Well, the vehicle price is right here. I said, how did you get the vehicle price? You told us this guy traded that vehicle in today, this morning, and this is the price you're putting on it? So I looked it up on Kelley Blue Book. Oh, really? Okay. I ain't paying more than that for this car. And I said, and I told you. And he goes, well, that's just the way it's got to be. I said, have a nice day. I said, let's go. We got up. We walked outside. Next thing I go, hey. Somebody's going, hey, hold on a minute. I said, what? What's going on? I didn't know who this guy was. I said, I came in here with specific standards on a purchase. You guys didn't even pay attention to me. You blew this out of the water. I said, I ain't putting up with your shit. Sorry, but that's what I said. He goes, how can I make this right? Went in there, and he had the paperwork. And I go, you see that price? That's all I'm paying. I don't give a crap what the destination charge was. You just traded it in. Why is there a destination? I just gave it to you. You didn't have to go get it.
Uh-huh.
I'm not paying for this stuff. I said, I will go. I don't care where, but I'm not going to do it. Your first problem is you don't listen to your customers. If I say I ain't paying more than $30,000 out the door, I ain't paying it. I said, because I know how much money you make off this from the delivery cost to the selling price. Okay. I had a friend in Missouri. He owned the Dodge dealership.
Hey,
we were going fishing, and he said, all of a sudden this truck pulled in. He goes, can you help me unload these things? So I'm unloading these 1,500 trucks with him because the driver says, I don't unload. So we're unloading these things. He goes, just bring me the paperwork in the folder. And I'm looking at it going, what the hell? And then I looked at that and I looked the price on his trucks. I'm going, dude, this is what you pay. He goes, shh. Right. I said, no. Because when I seen that, and I said, well, you mark these things up $18,000. So when they say they don't have wiggle room, and this is what I'm telling the guy, I said, you're lying through your freaking teeth. And he's going, oh. I walked out with that thing, that exact same price that I wanted it for, and they ate the cost on everything else. Walked out of there, and that's why Terri's got that vehicle. I mean, people get suckered in, and these guys pressure people into buying a car. You don't have to sign crap. Get up and walk out, go somewhere else. Because you should be the one in charge, not them. Just saying. And they came back and they said, hey, we're going to have to give you the interest on the loan for the rest of the loan is going to be this. I said, whoa, 6%. Are you freaking crazy? Well, it's a used car. I said, find somewhere else. I said, I have got an 815 credit score. I ain't paying. I said, I am not paying nothing. I said, for a used car, I ain't paying over 2%. Got it for 2%.
Hey, Mike, does your Jeep have the auto start and stop, the one that shuts it off?
Yeah.
Okay. So I had a problem with mine.
I don't use it, but.
Well, so it's automatic unless you bypass it. If you push that button to bypass it, then it'll shut. It'll stay running. So you keep it bypassed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was going to tell you that I had a problem with mine, and I couldn't figure out why my battery kept dying. I kept dying. You know. Well, it turns out you have two batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have two batteries. One's behind the wheel well, and one's in the engine compartment, right? And I'm saying, oh my God, what's going on here? I charge it, and I bought a new battery. I couldn't figure out well, there's two freaking batteries, and the other battery's draining the big battery.
Yeah.
So, and it's all because of that stupid start-stop. And I'm glad that the government's doing away with that now.
Well, I'll tell you, I use it in the wintertime. And I'll be inside, and I'll hit it, and it'll start up because I'll reset it, and I'll do it in the wintertime because I don't want to go out there on a frozen seat and all that.
No, I'm not talking about the remote start. I'm talking about the when you come to a stop sign, your engine shuts off.
Oh, I don't have that at all.
Oh, you don't? Your Jeep doesn't have that on it?
I've got a 5.7 Hemi.
Oh, okay.
Mine
has that. It has that automatic shut off.
Terrie's
car
has a
does.
little four-banger, that Latitude, and it shuts off. And she did have power problems.
I hate that thing.
When she first got it. And I was going, what the hell? Call up Patriot. I said, hey, your shit don't work. Sorry, guys.
That word, guys. He likes that word.
We take it in there.
Some of the ones I use.
I jump started. We take it in there. I said, y'all need to fix this stuff. And I said, here's your 21 thing. And here's all the other things you said was everything's checked off. Fix it. I ain't paying for it. Fix it. I said, it's only been 6 months. Come to find out, it was that. And they had to fix that for her. So other than that, her car runs great. It gets 30. She gets about 32, 34 miles to the gallon on the highway. It's a four-banger. I mean, we went all the way to Tim's place on less than a full tank of gas, and that was almost 6 hours of driving.
Oh, so you didn't take your RV over there?
No, God, no. No. Well, we didn't have it then.
Okay.
We didn't get it till we got back.
Angie was saying,
another good thing, now that you're RVing and stuff, especially when you're backing up or doing whatever you got to do outside, and she's got to have to give you, this is the best thing to have right here.
Yeah, walkie-talkie.
The little walkie-talkies they're. I mean, the phone, your cell phone's good too, but this is just so easy. Push the talk, beep, 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 and it's real easy.
And another thing, we have the Bluetooth camera on the back of the RV. And I just hit my phone, and I can see Terry back there moving her hands. I can see what I'm backing into, all that stuff. It's a freaking great camera system. Now the only problem is you got to make sure you have connectivity. That's the bad part.
Well,
so in place that you don't have signal, then it's not going to connect.
I'm telling you. You can get these for $30. They're real cheap. I got 4 of them for like, $35.
Yeah.
And they're battery operated. They're cheap.
Yep.
right here.
Yep. They got them. They're handy. Because next thing you know, if you don't have them, you're freaking yelling at each other, and everybody in the park going, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Roger Cat's in the bag.
You know what you need,
guys? I want to thank everybody for coming in here today. We first started off with the camping trip, and we went all over the gamut, but that's okay. There's no rules to Morning Talks with Mike. Okay. I want to thank my guest, my co-host Paul.
Yep.
Okay. I want to thank him for coming in. He's about 8 hours ahead of us, so he's about ready. You're about ready for dinner, aren't you?
No, I've got another 2 hours first.
Okay. But I want to thank you guys for coming in. If anybody wants to go and meet up and go camping or whatever, we're up for any place, anytime, anywhere. Our next trip that we know of is going to be Pinecone Fest. Remember, August 10th, registration begins, okay, at Walleye Park. And make sure you go to the .com that I got on here, FCWD, Franklin County Water District.com, and make your reservations. Do you know which one you're getting, Jesse?
422, I think.
No, I mean for Pinecone Fest.
Pinecone.
Oh yeah, 54. 55. You were 54 last time. I'll be 55.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get over there where you guys are, so we can just.
Is Johnny and Christine getting in a camper? And Joey, or are they going to be there, or do you know?
I think they're going, but I don't think they're getting an RV. I think they're doing the hotel thing this year. I think they're getting a hotel.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
For us, it's a relatively easy.
Johnny Christine has to leave on Saturday because they're going on this racetrack tour thing they're doing.
Yeah.
They have to leave Saturday night, and they'll be doing. So I don't know what they're doing. They're probably doing the hotel as well.
Right.
Hey, and I did talk to Terry when you guys come down for 10 Killer, because we'll be at 10 Killer. And then at Mid America, then what Terry will do, we will drive down there, and because I know you like getting there earlier, spend a little bit of time, and we'll drop off Terry's car for you guys, so you don't have to worry about stuff like that. So just something.
You mean Mid America or 10 Killer?
Both of them.
Oh, okay.
We just want to do something nice for you guys, or we can meet you when you're coming through. And one of y'all can jump in her Jeep and take it with you.
Okay.
And we just want to do something nice for you guys because you do so much for us. Because I know it's getting around. You're in the big bus. You can't go drive through McDonald's in a big bus.
Nor do I want to.
Or a Whataburger for that matter.
Yep.
They got a Whataburger in McAllister, right?
No.
They don't?
We're just now. I don't know what it's going to be. Some people saying it's a Whataburger. Some people are saying it's a Popeye's chicken. Fingers crossed for Popeye's chicken. But
oh yes.
Sooner or later we'll get a Whataburger. Because
When you going to get a Buc-ee's?
No, not in Oklahoma. The Indian nations will not allow it.
I know. Idaho's fixing to get one. Can you believe it? Idaho, of all places, near Boise.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy. But anyway, guys, I want to thank everybody for coming in here. Remember, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock at Sardis Talk TV, we're going to be talking about VA burial and applying for your benefits for your funeral and afterwards. We're going to be talking about that. I've been getting emails. Hey, what about this? What about that? And this is one of the subjects because we try to help Dana and Tim. Dana's dad died. And when you try to get things after the fact, it's hard. You need to get that pre-approval while your veteran's still alive. But we're going to be talking about that tomorrow night. And then Wednesday is family night, and we'll be on at 8 o'clock on Wednesday, Terrie and I. I'm sure she'll tell you everything I did wrong that I've missed on this show. So please come in for that. And then, of course, we have Morning Talks with Mike on Friday. Terrie will be gone, so I don't have to worry about anybody correcting me. Okay? So, guys, we love you. Hey, and remember, be kind to one another. Help somebody in need. And always think of that. Guys, we love you. God bless you. Guys, thanks for coming on today. Hey, we'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.
See you later, everybody.
Say. Is Jesse just stretching?
Where is